There's someone who was confused about you, confused about why you started to behave differently. They felt like you were being different, and they were making it seem like they didn't know why, but I'm getting this energy that they knew exactly why. They were just trying to play the fool, it feels like. They were trying to play the fool just to play the part, to put on an act, to then, it's like, support their unknowingness, to then continue to do whatever they did toward you that you didn't appreciate, is what it feels like. And there's something here about, it's like their energy is surprised that you took on that energy so quickly, or just the way you did. The shift in your energy, if it feels like it confused them. Okay, is how they think about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this person in particular, it feels like they said things that you wanted them to say. It's kind of like, you tell me what you like and I'll tell you what I think you want to hear to get what I want. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like a game. Like they were just playing. They were just playing to see what they could do to do a thing. Okay? Making up some stories because I heard sob story. Making up a sob story to then get in close with you, pull on your heartstrings, you know? And it feels like at first you believed them. At least that's what you wanted. You wanted to believe them. And you may have, because it feels like you did. However, it's like you stopped accepting just the words, and you said, okay, I hear your words. And when I see the action and when I see the proof, then, okay. But other than that, it's just words. You know, it's just words. And they didn't realize that you were actually vetting them out in that time. They just saw the sweetness on you. They just saw that honey. It started sticking on them, and that's all they could see from you is the sweet aspect of you. But they just didn't realize how much you pay attention to detail. So this person in particular was used to you giving them a certain level of attention, okay? And you took it away, okay? Is what it feels like. It feels like you took it away because you recognized that they didn't appreciate it and that they was playing, okay? So yes, you gave them attention because you wanted to and because you actually genuinely like them and you don't have a problem showing that. And they didn't think that you were going to ever change or switch up the pattern that you may have had, because it feels like they really became used to this. And the sad truth is that no matter how much someone likes a person, if that's the energy that they're in, they're going to try and do whatever they could do to you to see how far they can go. That's just what many people do. Men and women do it. That's like a real thing. So it's like in this case, you recognize that they were not really being all the way real with you. You know, it was, you just saw the masks and you felt that the energy, it was off and something was going on. You may have felt that they had another energy or energies around them. So in that case, it's like, okay, you have a lot going on, clearly. So I'm just going to, remove myself because your energy is not, it's not what I want. Okay? It feels like you recognize that energy was not what you wanted because their words did not match their actions. And you're someone that pays attention and you vet people out. Who are you? who are you really now, right? Because you've been through enough to know when someone is just saying anything that they want to say. No truth to it, just talking, right? Once this person noticed that you pulled back, they actually felt bad about it, surprisingly, because the way they were behaving themselves before, you would think that they wouldn't care if you pull back. However, you notice that they do care. But look at what it takes for them to actually care. You see? That's why it's like, it's important to connect with a person and ask questions and allow time to pass and allow yourself to see what it is for real. Not just to listen to some words, because words without action, it does nothing for you, really. It's just words. It doesn't hold any weight. Words just spoken and no action is just words. And you know that. You listened to it, it sounded good. Like, okay, that's cool. But you already knew that you were going to pay attention to see what is this. And you saw what you needed to see. Something turned you off and you moved on. And it's like this person is still thinking about how you changed because they expected you to just deal with that energy, that toxic energy, because they weren't being honest. It feels like the lack of honesty is all over this reading, and that's something that you don't accept, because you know how you love, you know who you are, and you also know your value. So if your value is not appreciated, you take it away and you remove yourself from that person because they don't deserve you. Okay? So if this is an energy that you deem as familiar and you understand what it's like dealing with someone like this, and I feel like many of you have, because the energy came through. So this message is for somebody out there. And also, even if you've never dealt with this energy before, it's like Spirit wants you to be mindful of this type of energy, because people could talk a good game, but where's the action? And it takes time. It really does. It's not something that can be gauged from a short period of time. It does take time to really get to know a person and their angle or where they're coming from. So yeah, drop it down in the comments below if you will not allow such energies to attempt to confuse you and lie to you when you're in this energy of wanting to be with someone, like a permanent partner, a permanent husband, permanent wife. It's like, if this person is talking and not taking the action, that is proof that they are not really serious. It's just all talk. Okay? So that is it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. Also, you could join the membership here on YouTube for additional content. Hit that join button and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you in the next one.